Welcome to Mark's Ghosty Corner, and I'm doing another video. Actually, it's another video after a video I've just made. I went to visit Kirby Muxloe Castle, which is an English heritage site, and it was closed. Can you believe it? It was actually closed. So I was pretty annoyed, pretty knocked off, considering it's taken me 40 minutes to drive over here. There was nothing on the website to indicate they were closed. So yeah, I'm not a happy customer at the minute. I'm not a happy English heritage member. So I was going to drive back home, but I actually looked up. There's an old church which is in Kirby Muxloe or more Desford way. So I've never been here before. I thought I'll come and check it out. I have absolutely no idea about it. I don't even know what it's called. So I thought while I'm here, I might as well make a video and check this church out. So I'm heading over to it now. I had to park up because as always with these places, you get a lot of country lanes, and this is like the main road into Kirby Muxloe and Desford, so it's pretty busy. A lot of traffic coming up. Right, it's a bit of a walk, but I am getting there. Well, you can see that car parked up, which is just over there. That's where the church is, so you can just see it here. You can see the tower and that, so I'm not far now, I'm nearly there. Like I said, I have no idea about the church. I don't know how old it is. I don't even know what it's called or anything, so we're going to find out in a minute. Yeah, looks pretty nice anyway, so let's just walk down. It's quite interesting going to one I know nothing about. I said I don't even know what it's called, so that's going to be quite fascinating on its own. Like I said, there's no parking that I'm aware of at the minute, apart from being here, and I was a bit twitchy about parking on this stretch because it's quite busy. So let me walk around, let's see if I can find out how to get in without climbing this wall. I don't really want to do that. Mind you, I could step up there and step into there, but no, that might be a bit too energetic for me, so let me walk around. Oh, here we go, right, okay. St Bartholomew's, am I saying that right? Anyway, it's that church. Parish Council, welcome. Right, so let's have a look. Bartholomew. Anyway, let's go in. Right, so this is the entrance. The gate's open anyway, so that's always a nice invitation. I'll have to look this one up after I've come and gone and see how old it is. It's a bit difficult because when you initially look at it, it doesn't look that old with the brickwork, but it might be deceptive. You can see we've got some graves here already. 1917 on that one, 1921 on that one, so not old at the moment. With these ones, 1822, right, okay, so that one's older. Oh no, hold on a minute, is it? Oh, it's a double. Oh yeah, it's a double one, so yeah. So actually, no, 1915 and 1966, that's a little bit more modern, so we'll stay clear of that one. 1908 on that one, so yeah, not very old. Yeah, so perhaps it isn't a very old church, after all. Oh, while we're here, we'll check it out. We'll have a look. Let's see if we can back up a little bit and get it all in shot. Yeah, it's a nice looking church. Got some interesting kind of stonework around it as well. I don't know where you can see that because again it's quite bright with the light from the sun, but yeah, it's quite nice. Busy road, man. This is a busy road. It's quite ironic really, because you've got all these fields and stuff all around, and then you've got literally every bit of traffic driving up and down here that you can actually get your hands on, you know what I mean? There's quite a few headstones all kind of cobbled together on this bit. Again, I'm expecting them, especially with these cross ones, because they're never very old. They look like they are, but they never are. Like early 1900s, that kind of thing. So I'm kind of expecting that. Yeah, I can see like with that one, 1916. I can't read that, it looks a bit worn, but 1936. So yeah, it's not old. 1950s, 1960s. So is this just not an old church? Strange one though, because the actual roof, the slate on the roof looks actually pretty old, and we've got some kind of ornate carvings there. I don't know how well you can see that. Let me zoom in a bit. Looks like some kind of lion of some sort. Kind of cool little door. I've said in my other videos, whenever I see like a little doorway, I always kind of want to go in. Just want to open it up and go in, but blooming cars coming down here. It's probably older than I think, you know. Certainly the windows look like it when you have a look at the archway on it. It's got this interesting kind of stonework as well, and it kind of changes to almost like what looks like kind of a slate kind of effect. So that's quite interesting. We've got some stained glass here actually on this one. I don't know why you can see that. Got a wire meshing over it, of course, to keep it protected, as you get used to these days. Oh, there's a squirrel there, look. And he's gone. Somebody's driving by with a bit of music going. Does that look at? Yeah. Does that make it? Oh, he's gone now. A bit late, really, now, isn't it? So yeah, with this window, just kind of frosted glass, not coloured glass or anything. We've got no gargoyles or grotesques as they are. In my last video, my last church walkabout one, I called them oddities. They're not oddities. I'm always getting this stuff wrong. I read it up, you know, I read up on it, and then I forget, because, you know, I'm stupid. They're actually, they're called grotesques. They're, you know, little faces that you get on the windows, you know, on either side. They're called grotesques, they're not called oddities, that was my fault. And the gargoyles are like, for the guttering and that, you know, they've got like pipes sticking out of the mouth where the water would come out and that kind of thing. You see them a lot on cathedrals. So I will eventually actually get this lot right, but clearly it takes quite a bit for it to go in my head and actually stick. But yeah, grotesques. A bit like my videos, but yeah, grotesques. These again all new, 1901 that one, so you know, and same with that one actually, 1901. So they're not old. There's no old graves here at all. Can't even see any that are 1800s at the moment. They do have some nice carvings though. Not many, but yeah, like that. Like. But yeah, it looks like there's actually possibly been some work that's been done on the windows as well. You can see this one looks like it's had some kind of repair work done on it. Got the usual kind of clear glass now with the diamond shape from the lead lining, which we get to see very often these days. That one does have some stained glass in it though. I'm just about to see that. And like I said, this interesting kind of almost slate texture on the walls, which runs around most of it. And I'm guessing this is kind of a newer addition here. It looks newer. Some kind of extension maybe. That's unusual, look. It's like a pulpit. It's not a pulpit, is it? Why am I saying that? You know, where they bathe, bless people and all that stuff. Oh my god. Oh, has that got... Well, that's on the outside. It's a bit strange. It's like a very ornate bird bath. Those people who watch my videos, they know what I'm like. I clearly know nothing about this stuff. I am actually a Christian. I was actually christened, but, you know, it clearly shows I have no knowledge and no information on this. So sometimes I should just video and shut up, I think. Probably would be a good idea. Small graveyard though, not very big. There's a little sign here. I don't know whether that means they're open, but just have a walk around. We'll have a look. I'll keep looking at the graves. Oh yeah, there is some 1800 ones here. You can see they're 1800s. You can always tell with the stone as well. But yeah, not old. Mainly 1900s, really. St. Bart's. You see, I can say that. I can say Bart's. A bit like Bart Simpson. Yeah, St. Bart's. Better than Bartholomew. I can't say it. St. Bart's. Yeah, St. Bart's Church. I'm going to go with that. It says it's open, but yeah, this is clearly a new addition to it, an extension. Like that. But you can see where the stonework changes from that all the way over to that. Yeah, it does change. This is quite interesting. Ah, we do have some stone faces. We do have some grotesques. Ah, here we go. Right. See if we can zoom in on those. There we go, look. Oh, we do have some grotesques, not oddities, grotesque. There's one up top actually. Look. Oh, good. I'm glad we've seen that. I don't know whether it's the glass or it's just the metal. I think it might be just the metal. Kind of cover over it, but it's all warped, so the window end up looking like it's warped as well. But I think it's just that. I think it's I don't think it's the window itself. That's obviously all right. I quite like that window. Again, not really much in the way of stained glass though, figures and stuff. I'll have to look that up. Why is it that some churches have more? Maybe it's a cost thing. Maybe at some point, I think maybe a lot of these kind of stained glass windows were put in via donations at some point. I think these must be the older graves actually. That one is multiple burials in it. 1836. I think then we've got 1820 something on that one. So yeah, so we're going a little bit older here. That's unusual, this little building here. And then you've got the tower. Not a massive tower, it's not particularly tall. The St Bart's Church. I like calling it that. So yeah, you can see that the graveyard's a little bit bigger around the back. Not massive, but it is a little bit bigger. Again, 1888 on that one. So they are a bit older, kind of like late 1800s. I can't see anything younger than that. 1890 on that one. 1875. So yeah, not like really old. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what this monstrosity is that's actually built next to it. Gosh, it's not particularly attractive. It's got a weird door as well. Look at that door. It's like somebody's taken it off somewhere else and just kind of bolted it on here. It's a bit strange. And the bins. Oh, we do love the bins. There's always bins around. We always see them. There's the tower, which is quite nice. So it's not the biggest tower I've seen, but I like the stonework as it goes up, and it does seem to change. But I'm guessing this again is probably at some point it's been extended on or it's been reworked on. But you can see the slate roof. It does look old though. So, but I'm wondering if maybe this is like 1800s, this church. So not particularly that old. I'll have to have a look when I get home. But I might be wrong. I mean, it could actually turn out it's actually a lot older than I think. God, look at these graves. They're all stacked up together, aren't they? Look at that. Huh. And that's another way in and out. A lot of houses around this one. But yeah, so I'm guessing that used to be the main entrance, but obviously now they've got that extension which is built around the side. So and then you've got the tower amongst all the branches. You can see on this side there is a little bit of stained glass over in that one, possibly that one, but definitely not this one. So we'll have a look at that in a sec. Oh, hold on, we have got a 1700 one. Look, just about 1799. So just about creeping into the 1700s. Ooh, what's that one? 1764. Right, so is this where the oldest ones are? Okay, I'm interested now. It suddenly sparks my interest when I see ones that are going back to the 1700s. Let's have a look at these lot. Some of them are a bit hard to tell. Do you read them? Because like I said, the text is either faded or it's... Can't really see. I can see like it's 22nd of July on this one. I'm trying to see if there's a year. And that one, what about this one? Oh no, 1812 on that, so not quite as old. But yeah, so maybe it's this, maybe this is the oldest grave here. So 1764. I will have a hunt round and see if there's any older than that, but it might possibly be the oldest in this one. Oh, that looks quite old. Let's check that one out. 1773 on that one. Still not the oldest. So I'll have a look actually. I will have a hunt round and see if I can see any that are older here. But this clearly is where the oldest graves are. So if I do find one older than this one, so 1764, that's the one to be. So I will have a look round. If I do, I'll video it and I'll let you know. But outside of that, let's have a quick look on this side. Right, you can see the stained glass window in there. Look, that's quite nice on the other side. I quite like that. We've do like the slate roof. Alright, see, look, I keep looking at the graves now. Yeah, what's this one? That looks really old. Ah, look, it's chipped off. Can't tell. 17, maybe 17. That looks like a 1 possibly next to it. So you could be the oldest. You certainly got it with the text anyway, the typeface. You do look old. I'm wondering if you are. I'm wondering if you're the oldest one, which wouldn't surprise me, because whenever I do come across these really old headstones, they do have this look about it, with the stone and the type of writing, the typeface. So you might be the oldest. It's just a bit hard because the year's being cut off a bit. It's a little bit annoying. But yeah, I can see these are all 1700s, so there's actually surprisingly more here than I thought. So yeah, 1784, 1769, 1775 on that one. So yeah, we have quite a few. It does look a little bit more kind of worn on this side. I can see that some of the stonework's a bit more worn. So maybe this church is actually older than I think. I mean, I'm pegging it down as 1800s, but it could be that it's actually older than that. So interesting though. I'll have to look it up when I get home. Just having my interest has been spiked now, so I'm just having a look, see if I can find any older graves. 1763. So yeah, there's loads actually. There's quite a few. I'm actually surprised. Well, that looks quite old. Ah, here we go. Look. 1706. Bingo. I think I might have found the oldest one. It's a tiny one. It's always the little ones. Always these tiny little headstones when you see them, and you could miss it quite easily if you're not careful. But yeah, I think that's it. That's the oldest one. 1706. So you win an award of being the oldest headstone. You don't actually win anything. I'm too tight for that. You don't win nothing. But yeah. So that one is the oldest. So 1706. So pretty cool. Excellent. I'm happy with that now. I've actually found a really old headstone. I'm pleased about that. So this church has actually surprised me a little bit. When I started walking around it on the other side, I thought, oh mate, this is too new. This place is too new. And I was losing interest, but I've got to be honest, I'm actually surprised. I didn't expect a headstone which was nearly 1600s. I mean, 1706, pretty old. I like these. I always like the little windows. I always find them quite interesting when you find like little tiny windows and bits like that. Quite like that. I don't like that. That's ugly. I don't know what the hell that is, but I don't like that. But this one is got some stained glass in it, as you can see. I don't know what it would look like on the inside. They look quite blocked in colours, to be honest, but yes, we do actually have some stained glass in there. And there's a blocked up doorway, which is interesting. And those that know me know I like stuff like that as well. So what is this? Where does it lead? Does it go down into the crypt? Does it just go straight into the building? Why is it being blocked up? What's the reason for that? Probably because if you walk through it, you'd trip over this and you'd fall and crack your head on the floor a bit. But yeah, why? Why is that being blocked up? Perhaps they put it in and they thought, do you know what, that's really not the best place for a door. What a stupid idea. And then they blocked it up. Maybe. I don't know. And another window there, again a bit of stained glass on it. So yeah, quite like the building next door actually. Oh, that looks old as well with the stone roof, the slate roof on it. Keep looking at these. I can see these headstones now. They look older, and I keep looking at them. So 1733 on that one. 1731 as well, so it looks like there's two, so I keep looking, but no, I'm happy I found it. Oh no, I'm not. Hold on, what's that one over there? That looks old. we might have another winner, look. 1705, 1 year difference. Your one was 1706 and that's 1705. We've got a winner. Balloons go, streamers. That's a little bit weird when you're really talking about graves, but anyway, there you go. So yeah, 1705, that's the winner. I'm sorry, the other one, which is, I was going to say buried amongst this lot, which is, pardon the pun, but which is scattered somewhere amongst this lot, is a year out. Oh, what a shame. You're not a winner, sorry. I can actually get that all in shocks. That's yeah, it's a bit of a small graveyard. It's hard to actually try and get it all on, get it all in shot. I think that's probably the best I'm going to do, really. So interesting though. Yeah. So yeah, small graveyard, not massive. And then we're working our way back around. So one thing I will comment on, because you know I like to do a rating system as well with these things. It's only a short video. It's not a massive church, and the graveyard's quite small as well. So well looked after. Again, like I said on my other church walkabout video, it's we're in summer, so you know, the middle of July. There's hardly been any rain, so the grass is pretty much all dying up at the minute. Or dying, not dying up. I don't think you can die up, but anyway. So it's all dry and got lots of trees around, so you got leaves falling down. So I'd imagine in the autumn the ground will be completely covered in it. But it's well looked after. You can see it's mowed down, it's well tended. I can see that with the graves over there. Let's actually have a walk over there. They look a little bit newer, so I won't get too close to some of them. But yeah, so you can see it's well looked after, well tended. There's not really much in the way of weeds outside of stuff that's growing out of the trees, of course, and that. But so yeah, it's well looked after. I'd say from the point of view of the grounds maintenance, yeah, I'd give it a 9 out of 10. It's not massive space really, so it's not like the biggest graveyard, but I'd give it a 9 out of 10. It looks like it's well looked after, which is nice. So yeah, 9 out of 10. Get a 9 out of 10. Oh, there it is, look. Yeah, look, there's that one, 1706. I'm sorry, you've come in second place, which I know is weird when we're talking about, you know, people dying in graves and stuff. That's a little bit weird, but you know, you're second place. I'm sorry, you've lost. Sorry. Right. Okay, better stop talking now. I'm going to get kicked out. If anyone's around here, they're going to kick me out of here. All right. Got this strange person walking around videoing, and he's going on about people losing because they died a year kind of younger than somebody else. It's a little bit grotesque. It's grotesque. And then you got the main window to the church, I guess. Stained glass on that one. See, you can just about see some of it with the light actually. Yeah, it's all covered up with this meshing, so it's a bit hard to see it really. And that's your lot. If I'm being honest, not really anything else now. So maybe not one of my most exciting videos. I wasn't sure what to expect. You know, I look these churches up, I find out how old they are beforehand, but like I said, because Kirby and Muxloe castles let me down massively, you know, I'm sure, you know, there's always a reason for everything, and I'm absolutely sure that, you know, if they can't open the doors, there's a good reason for that. But it still annoyed me because I've had to go, you know, 40-minute drive to get over this way for nothing. But at least I've managed to do a bit of a church video. I mean, like I said, you know, 9 out of 10 for the grounds. The actual graveyard itself, yeah, there are a lot more 1700 graves, you know, going back to 1705. So there's old graves. I am pleased about that. So 1705 is way better than what I thought it was going to be. So, you know, I did find some really old graves, which I am pleased about. Lots of different types of headstones, but overall it's not exactly the most exciting graveyard or the most interesting graveyard I've been to. There's not many stone coffins, I've noticed, which is also quite interesting, because a lot of these villages, especially the nice, nice posh villages, you get a lot of stone coffins. I really embarrassed myself on that, haven't I? Anyway, so it is interesting that there's not that many stone coffins actually here, which I do find quite fascinating, because a lot of the time with these things, especially the nice villages, there's more money, there's more wealth, so that means you actually do get more in the way of stone coffins. But in this particular church, there's not actually that many, so which is quite surprising, really. That's quite a nice one. I love the textures you actually get on the stone on some of these. But can't really read how old that is, but I'm guessing it's probably going to be 1800s. It seems to be that all the old ones are over that way, and the newer ones are kind of scattered around. So these kind of like 1800s, this lot, maybe a bit younger than that, and then you get these ones which again we're kind of like looking at 1900s. So it seems to be how it kind of works here. But there you go. So St. Bart's Church. Oh, I do like saying that. I'm so glad I saw that sign. There's no way I can say the other one. Bartholomew. But I don't know, St. Bart's. I'm going to stick with St. Bart's. It makes it so much easier for me. Right, the only thing left is I want to try the door, because it says it's open. So I'm really curious whether I can actually go in and do a bit of filming. So I'm gonna walk in, and if there's anybody in there, then I'll stop filming. But we'll have a look. So it says it's open. So yeah, this is obviously the newer extension. You can tell that, you can actually see. We've got like a little kitchen as well, which is pretty cool. Look at that. We've got a visitor's book. And of course hand gel. You can't go anywhere now without there being hand gel. Just met a really nice lady who said it's alright for me to just do a little bit of videoing in here. So that's nice. It's actually bigger on the inside. It's a bit like the TARDIS actually. It's bigger on the inside than you think when you're walking around on the outside. Oh, I like all these beams. They're pretty cool, aren't they? Look, got these supports for them. I like that. That's nice. But yeah, the beams are gorgeous actually. Yeah, lovely. I won't spend too much time videoing on the inside, because I don't like to disturb people, but I think it's always good because you get kind of like an idea of, you see the stained glass windows on the outside, can't really appreciate them because, like I said, they're covered in meshing and everything else. You can't really see them properly. So if you can get a chance and you're lucky enough to get on the inside, you can actually see them properly, and you can really appreciate kind of the beauty of the stained glass. So that's nice, I like that. But yeah, it's I like going the inside. Oh look, they've got like a projector up there. It's interesting. And I noticed they've got the speakers on the walls as well. So they've modernised themselves quite a lot on the inside actually, so I quite like that. Well yeah, I like the oh, I can see, like, so I saw on the other side where it looked like it was kind of blocked colours on the stained glass. Well, that kind of makes sense now. You can see these kind of blocks of blue, which I'm guessing is symbolising the sky. Oh no, I'm fine, I'm alright, thank you. Yeah, I'm alright. Thank you very much. Sorry for disturbing you. And then we've got this beautiful stained glass window here. I mean, look at that. It's lovely. One over there as well. I like that one. That's nice. Lots of beautiful colours. Look, with the grapes. I like that. Greens and purples. And then there, the main window. But I like the ceiling. Look, it's got these really interesting kind of paintings in the roof. Yeah, cool. So yeah, I'm on my way out now, so I didn't want to disturb. There's a lady who's doing lots of cleaning in there and stuff, so I didn't really want to disturb her too much. Because, you know, people are busy, so they don't want to be disturbed. So yeah, that was interesting actually. Nice. Like I said, I don't get a chance to go in these places very often. So when you see a sign and it says it's open, I naturally want to go in and have a look around. I found the inside a little bit more interesting than the outside, to be honest. I really like the oak ceiling, the oak beam ceiling. Really found that quite interesting. I did like that. But yeah, I mean overall, right? Okay, so I've said about the grounds here. Well maintained, well looked after. The graveyard itself is all right. 8 out of 10. It's okay. I mean, I really like the fact they've got some really old headstones over there, going back to 1705 as well, so we're nearly hitting the 1600s. So I was pleased about that. That actually nudged it from a 7 to an 8 for me personally, because I was actually just going to give it a 7, but yeah, I'm going to nudge it to an 8. The actual church, it's all right. There is a blocked up door which I quite like, and there is a couple of grotesques. The faces on the side of the windows, those ones. But there's not many. As you walk around, you don't see many of them, so it was all right. Yeah. 8 out of 10, maybe 7.5, but I'll give it 8. This is weird. This stuff's weird. That's just like bolted on. That's really odd. So overall, come on, let's give an overall score. 8.5. Yeah, I'll give it 8.5. I'm glad I've come. I think the old graves that I saw kind of saved it. I think I would have probably nudged it down to about 7.5. Otherwise, I think they go actually getting the opportunity to actually go inside and see the oak beam ceiling and appreciate the kind of stained glass windows on the inside kind of nudged it up, and also the fact I actually came across some of those really old headstones. That's nudged it up from what it would have been. So I'm going to say, yeah, an 8.5 from a 7.5 because of those two things. But otherwise, yeah, I think it would have been a 7.5 otherwise. It was all right. It's not the best place I've been to, but yeah, I'm glad I came anyway. So, I'm gutted about Kirby Muxloe Castle, but at least I got to come here and I got to check out another church. So yeah, St. Bart's Church in Kirby Muxloe stroke Desford, one or the other. Not quite sure which one it falls into, to be honest, but we'll say Kirby Muxloe, because it literally took me minutes to drive here from the castle. So, well, yeah, there you go. So St. Bart's Church. I'm not going to try and say the full name. I'm glad I came. It was interesting, but I think it's now time to go. So if you've enjoyed this video, as always, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Always subscribe. Just remember to keep subscribing, and click that notification bell for any future videos. So I'm hoping I can get back to Kirby Muxloe Castle at some point. when they're open. I have sent them a pretty stinking email telling them I'm not very happy. So, you know, I pay my membership. I mean, it's not, like I said, it's not their fault. I haven't actually been. You know, I've been a member since November and I actually haven't been. I knew that the sites didn't open till April anyway. But still, the first one I go to, it's closed. It's not exactly great, is it? There you go. So I will do a revisit, and hopefully I can get inside and do a bit of videoing, actually in the grounds of the castle instead of on the outside looking in. So there we go, St Bartholomew's Church. I'm gonna go, that's it, I've had enough. Right, so thanks for watching. Noisy traffic again, look. These country, I'll tell you what, you got these little villages and you think, oh, you know, it's cute little villages, expensive houses and all the rest of it. And you have the busiest roads. Sometimes I'm sure they're busier than the main roads actually in the towns. It's crazy. Anyway, I'm gonna stop moaning now. Right, so thanks for watching this, and I'll catch up with you on the next one.